Okay. So I think we will try to spend few moments for quiet and reflecting on some of the things that we discuss. And then at the end, we will have a time for questions and answers.
There's quite a few questions today, Geshe-la. So.
Okay, so then should we start the question then?
No, let's do let's do a meditation, please. I find them very beneficial.
Okay. So again, just try to make yourself comfortable as much as possible. And bring your attention to the breath. Then we can think, may this meditation become cause and conditions to cultivate patience, love, and compassion within the mind stream of oneself and all sentient beings. Then we can think, when someone kind of criticize us, say bad things, not nice things about us, insult us, and so forth, kind of belittling us, how do we feel? So if you can remember anything from the past, how you felt in that moment, or you can imagine now someone doing that and how you feel. Of course, we feel hurt, pain. Not only we feel hurt and pain, we feel that person's actions or behavior and the attitude, the speech, the words are the one that make us hurtful and painful. That is the main cause. That is the cause for our feeling that way. Check it. Do we feel that way? Do you feel that way? Check it out. That's how you feel or not. And because we feel their attitude, their behavior, their actions is the main cause of this pain, hurt, feeling of hurt, then anger arises. Check it out. Bad feelings, ill will feelings. Check it whether any of those arises or not. Then again, check it out when you have that kind of anger, bad feeling, ill will feelings. Does it make the pain, the suffering more strong or not? How it agitate your mind even further, make it even more miserable, more unhappy. It's like being put salt on the wound, which activate the pain even more further. See, you can see whether that is the case or not. Now, again, check it when our mind is hurt and feeling the pain because of that person's such behavior, attitude, and actions. If we think that person's having that kind of attitude or behaving and acting that way because of my own karmic force being involved there. My karmic energy fooling that person like a magnet and to get involved, to act and behave that way. So actually, it is our karmic energy that is making that person to have that kind of attitude, that kind of act, that in that behavior and actions. In that karmic energy, the working with that karma, that person is helpless to make involved. So if we have that understanding, deep understanding of that, profound understanding of that, see whether you will be as hurtful, as painful as we feel before because of that person's attitude and actions. Check it out. And also try to check it out. Once you have that understanding, deep understanding, profound understanding on that, would you still feel so much anger, hatefulness, ill will feeling towards that person or not? Once you have that understanding, check it out. Instead, we might even feel compassion for that person, to make them involve unnecessarily because of our karmic magnet. Thereby putting themselves in the problem. And then see, when we don't have that kind of anger, ill will feelings, but instead feeling of compassion, how calm, peaceful our mind is. And from another perspective, by that person's engaged in such attitude and behavior, they are providing us the opportunity to practice the patience and many others on our spiritual path. Without such behavior, actions, attitude, there's no opportunity to practice the patience, object to practice the patience. Without that, without the opportunity, the objects, we will not practice the patience. And without practicing the patience, there's no way we can progress on this particular practice of patience. There's no way we can master on this practice. There's no way we can perfect and complete this practice. Without that, there's no way we can, without mastering the practice of patience, there's no way we can actualize all the bodhisattva path and bhumis. Without that, there's no way we can achieve enlightenment. Therefore, For true Dharma practitioners, such opportunity is needed and must. Therefore, such persons and their such attitude and behavior become so kind, precious. And they become like our spiritual guru who help us to progress on the path. So try to feel the preciousness, the kindness for helping us to progress on the path. By providing the opportunity. Also, if everyone is nice, praise us all the time, say good things all the time, treat us very nicely all the time, we will not be able to be aware of our own weakness, our own shortcoming. Our own defects. All will be like hidden, which is there, but we are not aware of that. And if we are not aware of that, we will not be able to practice to improve them, to overcome those mistakes, shortcomings, weakness, defects. And therefore, we can never become better and improve and progress. Therefore, those who criticize us, point out our shortcomings, weakness, defect, so kind to allow us to be aware of them. So we can improve. So we can work on that. So we can be better and make progress. So from that point of view, such actions, such as criticism, pointing out mistake, defect, shortcomings, and the person who does that, they are so kind, precious. They are the true teachers. They are like the blessing of all the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas. So try to see if you can feel any sense of preciousness, kindness. If you can feel any kind of feeling of blessing as a best teacher. And if you cannot feel it, also it's okay, don't worry. Sometimes such feeling doesn't arise immediately in such short period. So it's okay if you can't feel it. If you feel it, that is good. If you can't feel it, that is also okay. Try to see if you can feel that way. Then we dedicate all our virtues and merits for oneself and all sentient beings to actualize and fully develop the two bodhicitta mind, as well as the realization of the patience, and to be able to see all the suffering, problems, difficulties, and those who create those difficulties as a true teacher, supreme teacher, precious. Then we bring our attention to the breath. And you can slowly open your eyes.
Sorry.